Yo, what's going on, man? Free game all day, man. You know what it is, man. Like and subscribe my channel, man. Hit that like button, man. Hey, you know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Check this out, right? So, listen, fellas, we can't be naive. We can't not be naive to the shit that is going on out here in the streets. You have to understand that game is being ran on a regular basis, and it's all kind of angles that it's coming from. It's not just coming from just one specific, direction. Like, it's angles. We just got to be smart enough not to fall for it. Women know they got this thing they call shit test. Now, they probably don't really have a name for it, but they know when they do it. And it's pretty much testing a guy to see how far they can, push his buttons or take it that way. You have to be smart enough to recognize when that test is being, done. So when it is being done, you have to have a good counter, Like, the best boxers, the best wrestlers, anything that has to do with combat is the ones that's patiently waiting to sidestep. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is one of the best counterpunchers ever. And that's what he made a living off of. That's why, like somebody missed, he catch him off guard and he hit him. That's why he's undefeated. Because he's the best at it. Muhammad Ali, his other, counterpunchers that's like that. But Floyd is the best. You have to counterpunch your opponent and literally have another. You can't just be that bland with your offense. You got to be able to have something you can come back with, and that's what it's about. They're gonna come at you with a test. They're gonna come at you with something that's not gonna, fare well with you. It's something that's gonna catch you off guard, but you have to be smart enough to counter it. You can't just sit back and just, let it just come and then that's it. That's all it's about. It's all about the counter game. That's it, man. So, sometimes don't think that a woman don't want to have sex. Don't think that a woman, don't have an angle, like they might just want you to take them out or whatever. It depends on whatever your approach is. It depends on whatever the situation is that you're getting yourself into. You just gotta always be on your P's and Q's. The best, the most gained up niggas, the smartest niggas is the niggas who got a counter for every single thing that a woman does. I mean, like most of the time, like when you are invested, so invested in a woman, when you got your feelings invested, you got everything invested in them. All your cards is on the table, and they know what it is. So the idea of losing them, I mean, they got you by the balls, and there's nothing you can do about that. But if you don't care, or if you have a counter for that, to where, like, if you still got, it's still the threat of you not caring is out there, and you don't give a fuck, then it's nothing for them to throw out there for you to even feel threatened by, because they can't use that. But most guys, when they pretty much is out there, like, what, I don't want to lose you, baby, I do anything to keep you, they gonna do that. It's gonna be straight uppercuts and straight hooks and straight shots. They gonna hit you with it. You can't counter that because you care too much. But a lot of times, man, like with those situations, like, and I ain't talking about somebody you love. I ain't talking about somebody you care about. I'm talking about people who you just interacting with. You have to, like, that's why it's so important to hold your cards, when you're dealing with somebody, and not just give it all up so early. Because they can't just pin you in a corner and just say, if I do this, I know he ain't gonna, It's all about the threat of not caring. The threat of moving on, the threat of being with somebody else. I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about. Because this shit is some real shit. You have to be able to hold your own. And there's some gained up women. most of the time, the most beautiful women are the most gained up ones. The ones that know that it's nothing for them to go out here and just, meet another nigga. You know what I'm saying? In big cities and shit like that. You never notice, like, a lot of gained up women, or a lot of women that be around, like drug dealers or, entertainers or athletes, are very beautiful. And they pick and choose the type of guys that they want to deal with. And they're not finna deal with anybody, because they have realized that, you know what, I'm fine, I'm the shit, and I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, because it's guys that's throwing themselves at them. But you just have to be smart enough to know that that's why, like, those kind of women, I personally stay away from. I don't even, like, entertain it or fuck with it, because I know, like, that ain't what it is. They're not gonna be 100 years in the first place. They got an angle. They got an approach. Be smart, man. You gotta be smart. Can't be dumb. Can't be stupid. You can't allow yourself to get played. You have to be smart about this shit. Because if you don't, nobody else will do it for you. You know what I'm saying? And you have to put it out there at the beginning, like, hey, look, I'm not really with this shit, And guess what? If a woman turn around and tell you, even if a woman does this, let me tell you something. If a woman says some shit like, if you all across the board, you good, and you basically put your foot down and say, hey, look, I'm not really with this shit, man, like, doing all this, and a woman come back and tell you, you know what, I don't think we're compatible. Listen, she knows, like, she's full of game. And she knows that she has an angle, and she knows what she's gonna try to do. So, at the end of the day, you just let that be. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset. Don't get mad. Like, how dare this bitch done? Because it's not that. It's that she's saving your time, because she was already full of shit from the beginning. She just letting you know that I'm not finna try to do this shit to you, because you seem like you kind of know a little something. So I'll be wasting my time trying to, waste your time. But that's all they really want to do is waste your time. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be smart enough to counter the shit. They are really full of game. And there's a lot of women that just really want to fuck. Like I said before, they really just want to fuck, but they don't want you to know that. They want to just bad at you. They want it, but they're not going to let you know that they want it. They're going to, make it seem like, they got to be with this guy. They got to meet somebody they, compatible with. They got to meet somebody who they want to, click with and all that. But this women in their mind, they already feel and they already know that they want to fuck. They already know this. I'm ready. I want to give them some pussy, but they ain't gonna do it immediately because of how they personally feeling and looking. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to look at them like they're a hoe. At the end of the day, man, just stay on your P's and Q's, man. Don't forget. Don't be caught up. Don't be sleep on like that. These women are not running game. They running the hell out of some shit. Just don't be stupid enough to fall for it. You know what I'm saying? Have some common sense about yourself. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all be easy, man. Free game all day, man. Peace out.